make their appearance when Tavares touches the puck on the island. That off the left pad of Sorokin in front, and it caroms back to the right point. Long wrist shot by Philippe Myers, and that's gobbled up. Engvall out to the neutral zone, so now Noah Dobson lugs it right back across. Engvall to the net. Off the blocker of Wall. Hopped up in the air. The rebound available for a moment, and now settled down. Nylander bumps into his own man in McCabe, and content just to clear out to the neutral zone. Now Knies with speed across the line, shouldered by J.G. Pageau. Moved around by Pulock. Held in by Myers at the right point. Loose puck corralled by Knies, but now out to the neutral zone. And Pageau springs Pelech. That shot blocked by Myers to the corner. The long bank shot opportunity for Pelech. That was denied by Wall. Cutter right down Broadway. Glove save made by Joe Wall.
Big glove save by Wall. Oh, not a better feeling when you play the position for my fellow goal.
Centering pass up top. Ekman Larsson plays to Mitch Marner. Fields at the right point. Fires one towards the net. Blocked in front. And it looks like gathered. And Riley goes point to point. Myers, long wrist shot, high and wide of the blocker of Sorokin. Domi settles it down right between the dots. McMahon throws one on net. That's gobbled up. Ekman Larsson broke the stick of Knies with that pass. So he races back to pick up a new twig, and it looks like he may make a change as Sorokin makes the save. Obviously, the last time the Leafs won a cup, there were only 6 teams in the league. As that shot hits the iron. A look from Steven Lorentz. Lorentz has it again off the pads of Sorokin. It pops up in the air. 2 good looks for Steven Lorentz. And now it's back out to the neutral zone. But to that point, they've got a couple of players, a fourth liner in Lorentz, a defenseman in Ekman Larsson, that both have their name on the cup.
Exactly. Both Florida Panthers last year and bring some leadership to this group.
Palmieri sprung in on a breakaway. And save made by Wall. Simplikoff was going right down the middle the month of December.
Goalies have been the story so far. Kyle Palmieri.
Reeves pivots in the corner and plays it up to Isaiah George. Point to point Mayfield. That shot blocked. Nelson has it. Wheel around wrister was blocked by Tanev. And finally lifted free. But McCabe beat him to it.
Good anticipation by McCabe there.
Bastian moves out in front. Bastian, toe drag, save made by Wall. Kept moving. Nylander lost it at the red line. Across the line, Kemp gives it up. Riley shoots. Shoulder save is made by Sorokin. Riley was the trailer. A great look over the glove side. And Sorokin, perfect position.
That was labeled, and Sorokin held his feet just enough and was upright in terms of his torso to take that one off the shoulder. Good stop there by Sorokin. Point blank on Riley.
Chipped ahead by Nelson. He's looking for a goal. He needs one back. Save made by Wall as he gathers it in. A good job by Nelson to clear. Wilson gave it away. Robertson lost it to Palmieri. Moving in Cizikas. Back to the point, Dobson. Point to point it goes. Gets a return. Dobson. Backdoor cut. Palmieri. Wraparound try. And that was denied. Or check that Duclair. Duclair. Nice take back. Between the dots. Lost it to Myers. And now McMahon. Head to Domi. McMahon goes to the net. Domi finds the trail. Robertson. Stick save. Made by Sorokin. Well, not only on the power play, but even worse on the penalty kill. As Pacioretty tries to go around George. Gets it off the pad of Sorokin. Sorokin held the left post, kicked the right pad out.
So that's good news. That's real encouraging if you're a member of Leafs Nation.
And 2 different injury absences this year for Auston Matthews, as overall he has missed plenty. That shot.
When you're in the neutral zone, and the Islanders take great advantage. How about that sauce?
Gathered by Anders Lee. Plays to Isaiah George. Banked in deep. Tavares can't clear. Stopped by Barzal. Shoots save made by Wall. Riley tracks it down right point. Squares up. Across to Nylander. And he will quarterback back to Morgan Riley. And now Marner. Shot pass. Save made by Sorokin. Cizikas. 2-1-0. He jumps out. Back at 5 aside. Domi sets up Ekman Larsson. The Islanders kill off the penalty, but the Leafs control the puck. In on Sorokin. And they have the worst power play
on the other end of it
as well. As Tanev gives one up. That long shot knocked down by Sorokin and handled by Barzal. How many folks you think are in Toronto that would say, I will pay $1,000 just to see my team win the Stanley Cup?
You can 100 times that.
On net, Pacioretty. And that denied early by Sorokin. How many would pay $10,000?
That's what I'm saying. You keep going. Keep going.
Nylander
Keep going.
tried to deal it around the boards. Anders Lee gave it away to Pacioretty. Off-balance wrist shot, still got some mustard on it. And that was sticked away by Sorokin.
Good rebound control by Sorokin to fight that one off.
83 miles an hour despite falling forward for Pacioretty. Outlet pass, Marner waiting for it. Marner delays, sets up Tavares, just missed high and wide, the blocker side of Sorokin. Took over as the head coach last year, about 2/3 of the way through the season, led the Islanders to a 20-12-5 record. Winds it in behind Sorokin. Domi is there, put his shoulder up into the head of George.
Wow.
And Isaiah George, he's stung. He's heading off.
We might have to talk to our Dave Jackson about that.
Robertson finds the trailer. McMahon scores! With George heading to the bench after taking that wicked check from Domi. Plenty of open ice for McMahon. And he has the game's first tally.
He's absolutely stunned after that, and great vision nonetheless to get that puck over to the far side. And they snap it past Sorokin. Great shot, short side.
Trying to put one out in front. Stashes it over to Duclair. Up to Dobson. Shooting lane, no. Barzal into the bumper. Slammed on net by Horvat. And Wall was ready. Horvat sends it hard around. Held by Duclair. Off to Barzal. Barzal, nice shimmy shake. Sets up Horvat. Shoulder save made by Wall. Palmieri across.
That's
high slot, Polak down low. Oh, the outside of the net for Brock Nelson. Got it back. His last shot got through. He's on the backhand and now sets up Barzal.
Marner, no stick still.
Barzal back up top to Pelech. Thought about a long shot. Barzal, seam pass. Mayfield scores! The Islanders work it beautifully. Tic-tac-toe. And Mayfield ties the game.
Friendly geometry by the New York Islanders and taking advantage of the fact that up high, Mitch Marner has no stick. So that's the exact passing lane they go through. You've got to be able to make that in-game recognition, and the Islanders do that very well. And Mayfield gets it, grips it, rips it, no chance whatsoever.
Tries to stab it free, and now Hudson Fasching clears the zone. Racing after it is Engvall. Gets to the puck first. Engvall backhander right through the crease.
Can't get his angle honed in. You watch it go right through the wickets. And Woll gets just enough of a piece and
to avoid too many men on the ice. Wall keeps it moving, turns it over out in front. Wall makes a sliding stand on Nelson. And another on the follow-up.
Sometimes you can get yourself in trouble as a goalie, but it's not when you start. Sometimes it's how you finish. Joseph Woll with one. Joseph Woll with two. Joseph Woll.
By Pajot when he springs Barzal. Lost it in his skates. Nylander the other way. Now he's on his left. Nylander shoots. Save Sorokin. And he got the rebound.
Drawing that at the other end. Nylander waiting. Look at how patient. Incredible patience by Sorokin.
Pajot across, wrist shot, save, made, fought off by Joe Woll. All the way out for another wrister. Then on the underside of the crossbar from Pelech.
Wow.
Wound all the way around to Marner. Boy, it looked like Domi had plenty of net to shoot at and did not look to fire. Now he has it at the right point. Ekman-Larsson straight away. At wrister, wide, the rebound, and McMahon does it again. He picks the corner off the end boards on the power play. And the Leafs have the lead under 3 minutes to go.
Domi has this one on the right side of your screen. Ekman-Larsson snaps it. Watch McMahon. McMahon's all over this one. He just jumps all over this puck. Great explosiveness and recognition.
Again surveys. Barzal, top of the circle now. Back to Dobson. Shot pass in front. Stopped with the stick by Wall. The rebound on the edge of the crease. Islanders digging for it. Oh, Horvat. Pitches in deep. 5 seconds to go. Tanev moves it high off the glass. And this game will end with a Toronto road win. Back-to-back wins against the Islanders for the Leafs.